Hello everyone, welcome back to Logictuts. This is C programming language, and in this section we are going to talk about the nested for loops. Okay, so in last lecture we discussed about the for loops, how to use the for loop, and in this section we are going to use multiple fors into a program. Okay, so if you been in programming for any time and anything like that, then you must have remembered these patterns, right? You must have remembered these patterns. The in the colleges or schools they used to ask to make these patterns. Okay, these triangle like pattern from the asterisk and the number palindromes and lot more. Okay, so how to do these things? Okay, but before that we need to learn what is the nested for thing. Okay, so we are now going to our del C++ compiler, and here we are going to first initiate a program. So include standard input output library, and similarly we are using the conio also. Include conio.h, and now starting the main function get ch. Okay, and return null. Fine. So let's save this project for nested for dot c. Fine. Now look into this project. In last project, if we go through the simple for loop, so we will take an int, or let's say in this case uh, for the first triangle of asterisk. Okay, let's say we have a character here, and that character is actually say a equals to asterisk, or we don't need this. So int a is equals to 6, let's say. Okay, we can directly print asterisk. So now what we want to do, that first, if you would like to deduce this particular pattern, that what is happening, there are total of 1 2 3 4 5 and 6 asterisks in a line. Okay, then here comes the 5 asterisks in a line, or here comes the 4 3 2 1, or you may also call it like 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Means the number of times the asterisk is called vertically. Okay, it is same as the number of time it is called horizontally. Fine. So for this we need two for loops, but first we wanted to print this first column over here. So for that what we need to do is we need to put a simple for. So for a is equals to 0 to, or let's say I is equals to 0 to I is less than equal to a and I plus plus. Okay, and in this case we also need to initiate this define this I as an integer. So now for I equals to 0 to I less than equal to a, that means 6 or equal to 6. Fine, and we can just use 6 over here. Okay, then what to do is like printf printf what to print, an asterisk. Fine, and with every next line. So let's save it and let's try to run it first, compile and run it. So you can see over here that there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 asterisks in a column. Fine. So that this is what the single for loop was doing. Fine. But what we need, that the actual number of I, we want one another loop for to count the actual number of I and then print the asterisks. Look, if the I is 1, then the asterisk should be printed for the one time. If the I is 2, then it should be printed for twice. If 3, then thrice. Then if 4, then 4 times. 5, and so on. Fine. So we need to count. We need to set a counter for this I also. So for that we need another integer. Let's say j, and we can say for j is equals to 0 to j less than I. Okay, less than or equal to I. What to do? J plus plus, and here just print this. Okay, just print the asterisk. Now what happens if we just print the asterisk here? Then if you go and see now, okay, there's an error, and that is because we already initiated the run program. So now let's go and start it again. So all of the asterisks are in the same line. And what if you put a slash n for the next line here? Then what happens that you will get all the asterisks one by one. But what we want that we need that next line command after a particular number of asterisks that is counted by this j. Okay, so we are just removing this print slash n and copying this printf here, and then again putting this slash n, and that is done from my side. So F11, and you can now see that when I is 1, then asterisk numbers are 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now what just happens, let's call this let's just print this program into our this function, and I wanted to get another one, so let it be. Okay, so what just happened? See, when I equals to, say, I equals to 0, when I equals to 0, then j counts from j equals to 0. Fine, means no asterisks. Fine. When I is equals to 1, when I is equals to 1, then j runs for 0 and 1. Okay, so for 0 there is no asterisk, for 1 there is one asterisk. Fine. For I equals to 2, when I is going to be 2, then j will run thrice: 0, 1, and 2. Fine. So when j is 0, no asterisk sign will be there, and when 1, for 1 and 2 there will be two asterisks. And similarly for I equals to 3, j 0, 1, 2, 3, and 3 asterisks. So I equals to 4, I equals to 5, I equals to 6. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is how this whole program is working. Fine. Now I just wanted to reverse this matrix. Okay, so this triangle, I just wanted to reverse this triangle. So what to do now is, we similarly did in the last lecture, like we just decide what is the final value of I. So let's say I is this, and greater than 0. Okay, and I minus minus. Fine. Now again, this will, what will happen to this now? If you change the first line and you will let it like this, then what happens? Let's see. Okay, we need to close it, F11, and let's see what happens. Look, you have a 7 asterisk here, then 6, then what? 5, 4, 3, 2, and none. No one here. Now, why this actually happened? Because you see, for when I equals to 6, okay, j is again running from 0 to 6, means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 times totally. Fine. So that's why we have a 7 asterisks over here. Cool. So we wanted like uh, it should not go from 0 to this. Okay, it should go from I till it is 0, and again j minus minus. So if I is 6, okay, then here it is I. If I is 6, then 6 till it is greater than 0. Fine. And then reduce each step by 1. Now if you save it, you can just go compile it and run it. So you can see now we have 6 asterisks over here, then 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. Fine. In the similar way, if you just wanted to print the number, okay, so what we can do here is, as we have an integer, we can just place a number over here, and we can just save and now compile it. So you can see we have the similar number like 6 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, and in the same way, if you wanted to reverse it again, then what you need to do is from 0 till 10 I plus plus, and again equals to 0 till I and j plus plus. Now again, if you go and run this one, you can see now you have a number from 1, starting from 1 till 9. Fine. And again, one more example I had placed on that for each number we need to display like 1 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5, like that. Okay, so for that you just need to change this I to j. Okay, now you can just save and run this program. Now you see 0 0 1 0 1 2 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 4 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, and if you just change the 0 to 1, that's it, you're done with all this kind of numbers. Fine. So now the concept is clear that what this particular nested for loop is doing, it's again counting this I, and it depends on the number of I, the current I, that how much time we are going to print this one. Okay, so this was all about the nested, how to use the nested for loops. Now we used to do this a lot for arrays, so we are going to do again this all this stuffs in the arrays section. Okay, so this is all for the nested loop section, nested for section. Now next thing we need to do is for the while. Okay, we need to learn the while. So in the next lecture we are going to learn the while loop, and then again the nested while loop. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe and share if you like this video. Thank you.